L.A. It's a city like no other. Our city. It's all a part of the scene. The Socalscene. Tonight, get ready for a holiday classic. It's the immersive Nutcracker. Watch and be part of all the magic. Then, my mom and I experience the enchanted forest of light. Nature gets her very own light show. Plus, we're running on empty for some delicious neighborhood cooking. The cheese blintzes are sizzling. Hey everybody, welcome to the Socalscene. I'm Melvin Robert. All right, so nothing says the holidays like the classic ballet, The Nutcracker. Those familiar notes instantly transport you to the realm of the Sugar Plum Fairy. And this year, the American Contemporary Ballet Company is staying true to Tchaikovsky's original, perhaps even darker Nutcracker, with a performance that puts you right in the midst of all the fantasy and magic.
There's a special, special magic to the Nutcracker.
As dusk falls on this cloudy Los Angeles day, Teresa Farrell and Lincoln Jones make final adjustments for their dress rehearsal of American Contemporary Ballet Company's The Nutcracker. This Nutcracker experience is completely immersive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why make that choice?
Oh, because why not? Why not enter into a magical winter wonderland where the snow can fall on you?
You have snow in
Yes,
here.
literally there's snow.
Yeah.
And I love the concept of wonder, and I love the idea of the audience going even further inside that. So you enter into this dream world.
The company has taken an empty space in the newly constructed Metropolis complex and transformed it into a winter wonderland.
Traditional Nutcrackers, to me, felt a little bit distancing and a little bit old-fashioned, but the music is so good, and I think ballet as an art form has so much to say today as much as at any time. So I wanted to create something that felt like it embodied the music and it embodied an experience that didn't feel like it was from another time. When you take that instinctual thing that we all have and you refine it and refine it and refine it until the entire body is an organism of the soul, that's what ballet is.
And why the Nutcracker at the holidays?
Well, you know, interestingly, it wasn't always. The ballet was a flop when it premiered. And then Balanchine, I think, really was the one that made it the holiday tradition it was.
William Christensen's 1944 production for the San Francisco Ballet Company first introduced the classic Russian tale to American audiences. This year, the company will be celebrating the 75th anniversary of that performance. But that's not the only origin story.
There's actually a theory that Fantasia sort of prepared the way for the Nutcracker in showing people what was essentially ballet. It was an image to music. But the thing about it is it was an accidental way to something that is so wonderful, sort of taking a wrong turn and then finding, you know, paradise, because the music is so powerful.
In this production, you know, you all were very much inspired by the E.T.A. Hoffman, you know, that original work. But really this idea that this young girl goes on a journey, but even as she grows older, she doesn't lose that sense of imagination or that sense of like awe or wonderment. And it seems like by being so immersive, we get to hold on to that too or be inspired too, right?
That is just my whole goal with this production. That story really inspires me in my whole life and in how I work with the dancers, that this young girl's faced with a choice to abandon the magic of childhood or take that magic and wonder with her into adulthood. And that's really what I strive to do every day.
I think that there's just this magic. It's a coming-of-age story.
Dancer Kara Hansvik brings her magic to this production, playing the roles of the Sugar Plum Fairy and Mother Ginger.
I think where ballet dies is when we become boring and we're safe and it's just this place thing, like people want to come to see freedom. But there's this grid you have to stay on and then figure out how to make that an art form around it. Sometimes you go too far one way and then you have to pull back, but then you can't forget either side because you need both in order to honor ballet's tradition while bringing it into today.
Typically in a ballet, you don't have live music, right?
We do so many shows in Nutcracker, and I will say the music keeps it alive for us, keeps it fresh.
Joshua Brown partners with Kara in the Grand Pas de Deux.
I love the challenge. I mean, it's going to sound a little strange, but I love the challenge of it. I did a lot of sports when I was younger. I liked a lot of sports, but this was by far the most challenging, both physically, mentally. There was nothing that came close, and high stress, high reward.
And so for somebody out there, though, that's watching, that's going, yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's ballet. I've never been to a ballet. I don't want to go to a ballet. What do you say? Why should they come?
I believe in cutting things down to the essence. It's only an hour long. So you get right to it. It's hard to tell someone why they should like something that they've never seen. I will say that practically our entire audience is made up of people that never saw ballet before and now come all the time.
And so when you enter into the party scene, you enter in art production, we hope that you leave feeling the same way. Like, we've taken you through this journey and you get to live and breathe it for an hour. And then you get to go home and dream of Sugar Plum Fairies.
That was so much fun. Thank you to all the dancers that were so open and let us come into the rehearsal. Performances run until Christmas Eve, and you'll find tickets and also show information at acbdances.com. The Socalscene will be right back. The Descanso Gardens are a SoCal classic, but this holiday, they are enchanted by holiday lights. Take a tour of nature's light show with my mom and me. Plus, we're running on empty to a restaurant that honors Steven Spielberg's mother's vision. And later, a dramatic twist on Swan Lake. That's coming up in the SoCalendar, your guide to SoCal.